It's official. America is on pause. The government has shut down, and every day the damage spreads deeper. Flights are delayed, workers go unpaid, museums go dark, and millions are asking, what if this isn't temporary? What if Washington never wakes up? Stay with us. This is True Talk. A federal judge in San Francisco has just blocked Trump's plan to fire more than 4,000 federal employees, calling the move potentially unlawful and politically motivated. It was one of the boldest actions of his administration, but now it's halted by the courts. For now, thousands keep their jobs, but that raises a bigger question. If courts can stop the White House, then who's really in charge when the government itself stops working? Meanwhile, the aviation industry is raising alarms. The Airlines for America group has warned that aviation safety is at risk. Thousands of air traffic controllers and TSA agents are working without pay. Some have quit. Others are exhausted and running on fumes. Their warning was blunt. One critical mistake could cost lives. Imagine a controller awake for 36 hours, guiding planes through a storm because no one came to replace them. What happens if this shutdown doesn't end in Washington, but in the sky? The Treasury Secretary says the shutdown is hitting the real economy. Small businesses are slowing, contracts are frozen, consumer confidence is shaking. Economists estimate billions lost every week. A prolonged shutdown could push America toward recession. What happens when the world's most powerful economy stumbles, not from enemies abroad, but from paralysis within? Culture is shutting down too. The Smithsonian museums are closed. The National Zoo is dark. Families turned away, children disappointed, silence replacing history. It's more than lost tourism. It's symbolic. When culture goes dark, what's left of a nation's identity? Inside the Pentagon, the situation is complicated. Trump has ordered defense officials to redirect research funds to pay active duty troops. Some call it decisive leadership. Others say it's dangerous. That money was meant for defense innovation. Now it's buying time but weakening tomorrow. Today's paycheck could come at the cost of tomorrow's security. More than 4,000 federal workers have already lost their jobs. That number could reach 10,000 if funding isn't restored soon. Agencies are stretched thin. Morale is collapsing. Families are running out of savings. For them, this isn't politics, it's survival. Every pink slip is another crack in America's promise. On Capitol Hill, the deadlock continues. The Senate has now failed for the 8th time to pass a temporary funding bill. Each vote falls short of 60. Party leaders refuse to compromise. Speaker Mike Johnson faces growing criticism. How long can democracy function when no one is willing to bend? The cost is staggering. The U.S. economy is bleeding $15 billion every week this shutdown continues. Contracts frozen, workers unpaid, projects stalled, small businesses collapsing, travel slowing, confidence fading. If November arrives and the shutdown still hasn't ended, economists warn the scars could last years, not months. This isn't a political game anymore. It's a stress test for American democracy itself. Thousands unpaid, billions lost, a government paralyzed by its own divisions. The world is watching, and history is taking notes. The question now isn't when the shutdown ends, it's whether the system can ever truly recover. Stay alert, stay informed. This is True Talk.